Cutscene. Welcome back. Chill zone time. Big up to everyone locked in. Liverpool win again. Clean sheet again. Not conceding these dumbass chances we've been conceding again, which is always good, man. So positive, feeling blessed, feeling well. Big up to Sav in the building, or Dark Sav, I should say. When we going back to Zen Sav?
Nah, when the gaffer leaves.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go back there when we get there. Big up to Florian and Honesty in the building. Love for the love. If you're joining in, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, obviously, and also take part in the poll that's in there, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling first and foremost. Sav, how's things, bro? Before we start chopping up the topics I've got today, bro.
Nah, the stream was pissing me off, bro. The screen I can see I'm behind, bro. I don't know what's going on.
I think there's an issue because even when I was trying to load stuff up, it was just moving mad. But it is.
Luckily, I'm always sat in one spot and I don't really move, so man can't tell if I'm moving anyway. It's all good, as long as you can hear the audio. But yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Regular shit. Yeah, man. Start the day well. Cardio, some little fitness thing, and that bit of work, and then yeah, man. Day, bro.
I keep deciding whether I want to go and play football tonight or not. Bro. I keep saying yes, and then I keep saying no.
Nah, save your hamstrings, man. Save your hamstrings.
Nah, allow it, bro. No,
but I just want the best. I just want the best for you, bro. And you got old man hamstrings, blood. So
no, but last time I played, I didn't get injured. It was the time before that I came back, and then
last time you got played, you got the granddad flu, bro.
Yeah,
and the time before that, you pulled your hamstrings. So far, every time you go, there's a problem after, bro. I'm trying to save you, man. You're my friend, man. I don't want the best for you, but I'm telling you, you pull your hamstring the first session, you get the man flu the second session. It's not looking good.
You say the body is not capable of hitting the realms that it wants to. Hey.
You're too tall to have weak hamstrings, bro.
No, don't do me like I don't have weak hamstrings. Don't say it like that. Like I'm just out here with no the hamstrings every time I try and speak.
No, but I'm not even this. Like, the thing is, these lot don't know innit, bro. Enz is not he's not some short guy, blood. Like he's on some Peter Crouch thing, bro. It's mad still. So you need to be careful.
All right, I appreciate your concerns. Now, but the time after that though, Sav, after I recovered from the flu, I went and played, and I was balling out, bro, and I was fine after that. But I keep deciding whether I want to go and play today or not, and I don't know why.
Do it then. Fuck it, bro. It's always good to have some kind of. Nah, man, it's always good to, you know what I mean, air in the lungs and that, bro. The outside, some fast twitch muscle fiber. I mean, they might not be fast anymore, but you mid twitch muscle fibers. No, it's actually good. Ask Honesty and Morris, bro. We were speaking yesterday. I was trying to gear up the man them on some fitness thing. Like, yo, it's that time, man. It's hibernation period, bro. Like, get that in. Get that in however you can, man. It's important. And I think the best way to do it is the sport that you like. It's better than all the stuff I do at the gym. Bro, if I didn't have to do all that stuff at the gym for cardio and I could go and play paddleball or football, I'd do football. And just do the weights at the gym because it's way better. You don't even feel like you're training. Once you're there again, a bit of fitness and that, you don't even feel like you're training.
All right, let me just say yes because I keep saying yes, no in the group. And all right, hold on. There's 14 already. I'm gonna make 15.
What's everyone in the chat? Anyone remember? Like, not anyone remember. I can't speak for everyone, but you know, bro. Like,
what
younger age and that man, they were playing football for like. This sounds like an exaggeration, but I'm talking like 8 hours, 6 hours football. You remember when you was when it's not when it's training and stuff like that, when it's the man them having a kick around, bro. Man will take the football to the AstroTurf, a young power league, play for 2 hours, about to leave, another team turns up. Oh, you want to have a game? All right, you know, like that. I'll play. Then you speak to the man them, yo, what man them doing? Got bus ticket store, but man's hungry. Let's go grab a young chicken and chips and come back. Next game and that. Then you have then there'll be like a racist team that turns up and others. You want to do blacks versus whites, lad? I'm like, right.
Yeah, true. It's true. Man said skins and shirts.
Skins and shirts, bro. But I didn't like the name Skins. Something about it didn't sound right to me, bro. But it sounded like, you know. Oh, you're trying to take me for the indigenous blood? Relax, man. What do you mean skins, bro?
You man might as well take the shirt off.
And that's why, like, when I was speaking to these men, I'm saying, yo. Do you know what it's like to go from being fitness, like an athlete? All right, Jerry.
All right, Jerry coming with his echo mic again.
Why is it like he's in heaven, bro? He's in heaven?
Yeah, he changed it yesterday. But sorry, Sam.
but yeah, man, like to go from being like an athlete obviously on an amateur level, and then being an athlete, just take care of yourself on running and all that all the time. Then it gets to the point where you're old enough and it just becomes football and gal. That's just football and gal. That's it, bro. Football, gal, food, gym. Football, gal, food, gym. That's it. That's it.
Bruh, them days were crazy.
Yeah, bro. And then life carries on, and that you get a different job. You can have a U or whatever. If you do, if you don't, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yo, what man them doing? Yeah, I just gotta stay in car. Mrs. gone here, gone babysitting that there. 2 now, man. I'm like, yo, we ain't been footballing 11 months, boy.
Just how you're struggling to go and get a
yeah, bro. And Sunday league starts taking up your whole day, and that Saturday league, man, don't know, bro. It's at 10:30 kickoff. Sounds like you'll be done soon, but he won't. He won't. You got to drive there, drive back, go into the clubhouse. Then one man's driving and he don't want to leave because he wants to have a pint. Then I'm like, bro, you ain't done a drink drive with me in the car, bro. Like, oh, get him with the gaffer. Then you have to drop off 5 man. You have to drop off 5 man to different yards and that, bro. Then one geezer's like, yeah, just stay in the car, sir. We're just gonna pick up my girlfriend. Then I'll drop you back. But brother, before you know it, 6 p.m. on a Saturday, man, dead.
No, wait. Hold on, chiller, bro. What? Why is there like a dark baby at the end of this comment, bro?
Yeah, the dark baby's crazy still. Bro. Wait, why does that emoji exist, bro?
No, wait.
What?
No, what baby's that dark, bro? Why does that emoji exist, bro?
What, black babies don't exist?
No, but that's dark as shit, bro.
No, but I didn't know that emoji existed.
That's a dark
emojis. Must be an update or something.
I ain't seen no white emoji, blood, like some pale emoji, and that's dark, blood.
That's a dark, bro. I only saw the eyes, and that was rude still. But we won't get into it. We'll let it go. We let that one slide. Liverpool Madrid, lads, man. Clean sheet again. I was looking at obviously numbers. Got to look at the numbers in there. Seeing WIRTZ created the same amount of chances as the whole Madrid team. Just seeing pass completion, the amount of connection passes made by any players was between WIRTZ and Ekitike. The combination passes was the most out of any other player on the football pitch. Liverpool, the most shots on target, most missed chances as well, obviously. But obviously, I wouldn't say missed chances. More the keeper saved them than actual misses. Liverpool done well yesterday. Liverpool did really well yesterday. Just looking at, it felt like the Liverpool of old to me. And that's how much we've been starving of that type of Liverpool where they get the fans behind them. There's a bit more aggression in what they're trying to do. They've got the balance between defending and attacking perfectly well. And it felt like that was what was there yesterday. How did you guys view the game in your opinion, Sav and Jerry? I know you guys obviously probably spoke about it after the watch along, but we didn't get to speak in the calling and stuff like that. So how did you guys view it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good performance, man. I don't think it was anything special, but I think it was a good, solid performance. It looked like a team, and that's what I'd say. Yeah. Spent most of the season looking like individuals in different parts of the pitch, but the thing what I noticed more was when we didn't have the ball than when we had the ball. I don't think we were too special when we had the ball, but when we didn't have it, everyone was behind the ball, bro. Everybody. Yeah. Like, usually we got one guy that don't want to trap back. This geezer doesn't want to do anything over there. Whether there was a bit like lack of intensity when it came to actually trying to tackle people, but just being behind the ball puts people off straight away. Cutting out these passing lanes and things. Yeah, I respect it. Because obviously the game ended up being settled by a set piece. Great set piece, by the way. Yeah. It did start feeling like it was going to end up being one of them games where end up 0-0.
Or they nick it at the end. With
yeah. Because me and Jerry were saying that all game, like it's one of those that if you don't take your chances, they'll get one chance and score. And to be fair, like we had a lot. There was a period where we had like a lot of shots back to back. There's two ways of looking at it because Courtois made some really, really good saves. But some of them, you're like, no, that's your advantage. You should score that 100%. But the game's done now. We won it, took the 3 points. Obviously, I'm always a bit petty the fact that like I just wish when we beat like teams like Madrid and I wish it was in like a knockout in it because the game itself doesn't mean too much, especially when we had already lost to Galatasaray. It's just like we just basically just got our 3 points back because this you could say this would be the 3 points that everyone didn't expect to get, maybe. Whereas Galatasaray, everyone expected. Because when it finished and you saw the table, I'm like, so Madrid are like, and Liverpool are 5th and 6th in the table. doesn't mean too much at the moment. But momentum-wise, yeah, if Slot replicates and doesn't just change again in the next game, then it's a bit more positive. If he just changes again, then all I can do is just take the 3 points from this game and not care about it again. That's it.
Because I'm with you on that, Sav. I think he has to. I think, and obviously, where he's previously said he went against his principles, and it's like we're coming full circle again.
I know.
When we had the conversation, it was this period: the Villa, Man City, Real Madrid. That period when he said he went against his philosophy as such, but it suits what we have in the team. It suits the players, bro. We're a transitional team. We like to soak up pressure and then just hit teams consistently over and over on those counter-attacks and quick because we got the players for it. WIRTZ is quick. Sobo is quick. And I was looking at his numbers as well, with Sobo. In terms of like progressive passes and final third passes, he's in the 89th percentile and also in progressive carries as well. He's the highest in the Premier League. He's amongst the midfielders. He's the highest in those metrics. Passes into the final third, progressive passes and also progressive carries. So we're that type of team where we just sit in, let's see what you're about. Go on, show us what you do, and then bang. We got players like Gravenberch, Sobo, WIRTZ, Ekitike, Salah. They can carry the ball up the pitch. But for some reason, we kind of went away from it and tried to push everyone really high and then trying to just keep it low and then trying to find them. It's like, no. It suits us better playing this way, in my opinion.
Yeah, SZOBOSZLAI as well, man. I know Jerry said it yesterday as well, but I'm being serious. Like, I don't know where I'd rank him at the moment, but he's like on form this season. He's like top 5 in the world, at least. At least, bro. He's our best. He's been our best player now. Like now, because before it was like him. I would say it was him and Grav anyway, bro. But he's not stopped performing. Like he doesn't stop performing, bro. It's just constant. And when people like laud the people like Declan Rice who have that same kind of up and down engine, yeah, he's been the best, bro. He's been the best, bro. He's absolutely ridiculous, which is not a shock to me, by the way. But
yeah,
sometimes he pops up in place, and I'm like, brother, I just saw you on the edge of our box, bro. I just saw you, bro. There's a point where he tracked back, then we broke, and then he caught up with Salah, and then we lost the ball. Then he was back on the left side. I'm like, brother, what? I'm telling you, bro. Drug testing, bro. Klopp might give him one of the inhalers still, because something going on there.
He's still got the inhaler from what we had.
It's crazy.
Before. But McAllister, bro, we know he hasn't, like, and I'm sure everyone in the chat would openly and be honest and say McAllister has not been nowhere near his best. But in the last couple of games, there's just been signs. And whether that's work rate, whether that's maybe a few passes that he normally didn't connect, whether that just being an option on the football pitch and actually being on the football pitch, whether that is. But he's built from the last game against Villa, and now we're into this game, and he scores the winner, bro. And I know Sam, you always ask the question, like, what does he actually do? I was trying to figure out, like, what? He's just a connector, really, but like his job role, someone else could really do that role. But
anyone could do that role.
Is that he just gets on it and he connects the passes, the odd passes where you're like,
is he an elite connector though? You know the way you talk about connector, is he like really?
No, but he's not utilized in that way. You know, okay, see when Curtis comes on the pitch, I would say he's an elite connector because his job role is like, I'm going to get around and nick passes together. I'm going to get it, give it, get it, give it, get. But McAllister's more, when he plays, is more like when we rotate the midfield and the two sitting and he might end up in a 10 and then we rotate again and he's back in the double pivot. I think his job role is just meant to, right, when we get on the ball, you meant to calm it down and connect the passes and not make us look flustered. But I feel like he went away from that a little bit because he probably started to do this gong-ho stuff, staying more further forward. Then he loses it, then he has to track back. And I feel like in the last couple of games, it feels like, and it seems like he's going back to, let me just connect some passes, bro. As long as I can connect a few passes within the team, you can build off of that. But he scored the winner. Scored last season against Madrid. Scored again this season against Madrid. I'm not going to say he's back to his best because I don't think he is yet. But he's building on something. What did you make of his performance, though, in the game? Overall.
Go ahead, Jerry.
It was calm. I think you summarized it really well. There's been an improvement from what it's been. I still don't think you know, like the way when people are like, oh, it's outstanding, it's this, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you got a goal. But it was just more so the work rate in it. And I think Liverpool, I mean, according to Slot, Liverpool either dropping into a low block or going into a high block meant that the team was always compact. So it meant it's easier to get about, right? But when the space opens up, that's where, you know, he can get caught lacking. He's not my. Again, when I saw him for Brighton and the type of player I thought we're getting a Jabi Alonso type of player. He's
Right.
not that. He's not that. Not my type of player, but he's a good player to have in your team because he just does the basics really well. When he's on it, he keeps it. He can pop it. He's got a shot. He's got a pass. Like he's not. Do you know what I mean? He can carry the ball at times. He's not the best dribbler. He's not the best passer. He's not got the best strike in the team, but he seems to be like a 6, 7 out of 10 out of everything. So it's good to have players like that. And he's someone that, yeah, if he can just do his job and just keep it simple to your point, then yeah, he'll be a good player to have because you need someone in the midfield that's going to keep it simple. If you've got Sobo running forward and Grav taking the turn, you need someone who's going to get it and pass it. And my gripe has been he hasn't been doing that. But apart from that, look, it was the midfield as a whole was really, really good, and defensively they were switched on and they were aggressive. So yeah, overall the midfield, it was a good performance. They kind of stuck it on Madrid's midfield a bit. And look, when the onus isn't on you to have the ball, it's always easier to just do the hard work.
Yeah.
When remember, I don't think we've criticised Liverpool. Oh, we don't have possession and we're not working hard. It's when we've got the ball and we don't know what to do with it, and the donut occurs. And so if I look at it from that perspective, I'm like, look, great. We've come up against, a team that was poor on the ball and gave us the goals. Madrid want to play. Again, I always said it. Madrid to play will probably, it will be easier at Anfield as well. Fans will be on it. Let's see how this works up against a team that decides to go long ball again, because that's been our problem. Again, we beat Arsenal early in the season, right? Even though, so it's not like we haven't got the ability. Remember, we've got the players and we've got the manager with the experience of winning a league title. So that's not in question. It's just whether, that 80% of other teams that decide to go long ball, how do you deal with that situation? How does Mac deal with that? How does Mac deal with, a team not trying to play on the ground, but they're going long ball and they're going direct, and you've got to cover ground now? Because now it's like, all right, what, are you going to win your headers? I know you won the header for the goal. Are you going to win the headers? Are you going to win the first and second balls? That's where you've got to be able to go and do that, or be good enough to just control the ball and control the game as a team. But look, Mac, good performance, and you got a goal. A good header, good set piece routine. I can't critique him. It was a good performance yesterday, man.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I thought he was just good, man. It's always gonna sound like I'm harsh on him and that, but like, he's not been very good at all, man. And Villa game, average performance. This game, he was good. Nothing special, but he was good. They took the header really well. I think he was talking after the game that usually he's the blocker, and this time, and he did both, because I watched him push Carreras in the back and then jump, and I was like, yeah, bro, that's what Arsenal do all the time. I'm like, yeah, you need to do that. If he gets caught on VAR, safe, bro, but Arsenal don't give a shit, so you should do that at all as well. Yeah, the only problem with him being a connector is, like, it's what Jerry said. Most of the teams that we play against, this Champions League game worked out well for him.
Yeah,
most teams don't try and play football like that against us. So when that happens and we've got all of the ball and the team just sits back, now you can see who the real ballers are, because we've got all the ball, do something. And that's when he winds me up the most. It's like, so you're going to be a connector when we don't need you to connect anything, bro. Like, no one's even trying to tackle you. And you're moving slow with the ball and sluggish, and you're just giving 2-yard passes. And then every 20 games, he'll do a little dink over the top and it'll be an assist. Every 23 games, he'll Ross one in the top bins. But he is good. This sounds crazy, yeah, but like, see how Fergie used to use Fletcher and O'Shea and all that, like, randomly.
Yeah, in games that
the Champions League game will come and you're like, Fletcher. But that's because I was younger and I weren't looking at man like that as footballers. They're not the fancy name and that. And you watch it, you're like, oh, okay. That's what McAllister is. I know it sounds crazy because one's the exotic McAllister and he's got World Cup winner and plays with Messi. One's Fletcher. But I swear to you, bro, that's what I think of McAllister. So if you're going to deploy him in games where European games where teams try and play more football and stuff, and they know less about your style of play, they've had less time to watch videos on you and stuff, then safe if you're just going to connect. But if it's going to be like Curtis is there and he's there, and it's only one of them's going to play because clearly Grav and Szoboszlai have to play now, and WIRTZ has to play. Something's got to change in there, innit? I'll pick Curtis over him every time because he's more mobile, he's quicker, he passes the ball better than him, and he does have the late burst into the box if you need it. Yeah. But yeah, he had a good performance. I'm not going to diss him on yesterday's performance. He was good, and what Jerry said, right? The midfield as like compact midfield was very aggressive. Like they weren't giving man time to breathe, and even when they got the ball, it's like, nah, we'll have to kick you over if we have to. I like that. That was good.
Now, even when he grabbed, you remember when MBAPPE was about to run him?
Yeah, he just dragged him up, bro.
Yeah, MBAPPE.
We need that though. Too many times we let man just run past us and it's like, nah, take the yellow, bro.
Yeah,
take that.
I feel like you got high five from Virgin and high five from
Slot kind of spoke about it, innit? I think he said in his press after, he said that we decided we're either going to be very aggressive or we're going to drop into a low block, but we're not going to be in a mid block and allow them to play that long ball, because he's like, Vini and MBAPPE, if they catch you out open a couple times, look, nothing amounting to it, but there was a couple times that ball went over the top and it was just like, oh, Vini's got it now, and he's 1v1 against Bradley. Now, Bradley done it excellent, obviously, we'll speak about that, but on another day, you know, he could have locked him up for 5 out of those 6 long balls, but that next one, he chops inside and wraps it into the corner, and all we're talking about is not how well Bradley did to deal with the other 5, it's because he got skinned and man wrapped into the top corner.
Well, to be fair though, Jay, even when they did go long and it went there, I never felt a moment, even if he did go past Bradley, there wasn't enough bodies there to stop him, and that's been our Achilles heel. I think previous games it would be more like they would play it and it's 1v1, and if he beats him, he's just got time to run in.
But that goes to my point. That goes to my point is because you are either very, very high and aggressive, where you had the high line, which meant that the ball's got to be timed, but then you've got Konate and Verge that are reading it, or the team's low and drop deep. So if you're playing that long ball, right, it means that as soon as Vinny gets it and Bradley gets out to him, you had Gravenberch and Konate already doubling up, or tripling up. So now there was a wall there, and the only way you could get around him is to really try go on the outside, which you try to. Yeah. But by the time he does that, everyone's getting back. So everyone was obviously switched on defensively. But again, it's Real Madrid. You're gonna go and do that because you are wary of what they've got. But when you come up against a Brentford, and you kind of in your head, the manager goes, look, they're not as good, we can kind of risk it, and I want us to play a bit more risky and be a bit more brave. That's when you go and leave a couple players overloaded. But what I'm saying is that's, you know, when you look at it, you're like, okay, look, Liverpool done really, really well there. What happens in the game where the team give us the ball and sit back? Again, we had like 39% possession.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
That played to Liverpool's strengths, because it's like, all right, cool, we're going to hit you on the counter. And Liverpool, again, it doesn't matter. Like, do you know what I mean? What manager was to come in now, that's in Liverpool's DNA.
Yeah,
like, no matter how bad Salah is, how bad Robbo is, how bad these players have done that for so many years, it's second nature. As in, that pass that Robbo played to Ekitike against Frankfurt, that's second nature, right? The pass for Robbo when you tried to find Salah, that's second. And you're like, if that, I remember in the watch along, you're like, if that was a younger Salah, that Salah gets to
100% he gets that.
But that's my point. But that's second nature, right? So when there's space in transition, or even Bradley getting it and hitting it long into Ekitike for him to run onto it, Liverpool play like that. Liverpool want the transition game. So when the team doesn't give you that, it's like, all right, how are you going to go and create? And
I feel the same, man.
Slot said that's the problem. He speaks about it and says, you know, the last 2 games, it's the way the teams have played. He's actually alluded to the fact that it's the way the teams have played that's allowed us to play the way we have.
Yeah.
So what happens when we come up against a team that just sit off and just give us the ball and break us down? Now,
I'm with you, bro.
That's the biggest problem. And Liverpool have had this problem for years, but you've had Trent whipping balls in, or Robbo. There've been different ways to go around it. It's been set pieces. Liverpool haven't got that now. So how do you go around that? That's been my problem with Slot.
He mentioned it though, Jay. He mentioned it in terms of when you said he's about he didn't want a mid block. He wanted either we pressed high or we dropped off into a low block. And I think even against the teams that the ones that are going to sit off and give us the ball, which is after Man City, I reckon that's when I think then those teams are going to be the ones that's going to do that. I think even in those moments, I think it's just about your application in those moments as well, because there was moments like watching in those 6 games that we lost here, and I'm like, we're not running back as quickly as we can. We're like, there's like, no, I let Sobo or I let someone else, or you know when a player goes, there's enough back, and he goes, I'm not going to try. But sometimes you could be the one when you make that run back. You know, in the moment when you said, I'm not going to run back, is enough back. But then when you make the run back, you realize like, the guy skipped past everyone. But just because I was there, I was able to stop.
Carl Walker thing.
Yeah, and And I feel like that's what we've missed. And I feel like we can do that against the teams that's going to give us the ball. We can go, look, we're going to press them high. But when we press them high, what we've done recently is everyone's too high. Like we put like 6 man forward for no reason. We don't
do it all season.
Thing is, it's a weird one, right? Because if a team,
let me change the layout. 1 second, Joe. Let me change the layout real quick and get you guys back in, and we can chop it up. Go on, sorry, bro.
Yeah. So I'm saying if a team decides to go and sit back, and let's say they sit back in a 4-5-1, and a lot of teams do this against us, or even a 5-4-1, right? And they sit back, they're overloading the back. So they're saying you're not playing through us and you're not playing in behind us, right? You are going to have to play around us. So what starts to happen, and look, they'll drop deeper. So they'll even drop deeper than that.
Yeah,
so the back line will be in the box. In the box, right? So they'll be narrow up. There, then they drop in. That might even make a 5. Then they'll drop. Yep. You'll be closer to the 7, and then 11 will tuck in. And let's say the ball's on Salah's side, they'll all shift across, right? So they'll shift across. This is where the problem is. If you go and set up like this, you are playing into that hand, because what they're telling you to do is shoot from distance. Shoot from distance. Test us. Now, percentage-wise, you are not scoring from distance. It's a worldie, isn't it? It's like, oh, you slapped it in. Oh, there's nothing that can be done, right? So what happens is Salah starts to creep forward. So Salah starts to trying to get in those gaps or stay on the last man. You get Ekitike that's trying to be on the last man. You get WIRTZ, let's say it was a winger, but trying to be on the last man as well, right? In that moment there, they are outnumbered so easily, you now need more of an overload, right? So your midfielder might get forward. So SZOBOSZLAI might go into the last line, right? You're still overloaded. So now Bradley and that are trying to create the width, because what they're trying to do is stretch the defender. So as you're shifting it left and right, the centre-backs are pulling out, and that's how the gaps are created, right? All of a sudden, right, that striker's there. The midfielders doesn't need to be there, because they're looking at it like it's 2v1 at the back, right?
Yeah.
We should be able to keep the ball 2v1, even 3v2. So McAllister will get forward. All of a sudden, that's what happens. And then obviously they step up to make the pitch big. So when Konate steps up, Virgil steps up, that's what happens. And this is exactly what happens. And all it takes, right, is WIRTZ. If we lose the ball in possession there, and you've got the number 11 that's in that position that's got a yard, or you've got the number 10 that's got a yard, or Gravenberch tries to play a 1-2 with McAllister, 1-2, but tries to make a run forward and loses the ball. Now that 7's bursting forward. You're not catching these players, by the way. Like, I know they're not some of them might not be the quickest in the world, right? They're not MBAPPEs, but you're not catching them in transition. Like, they're the pro athletes. Like, they do this all the time. It's once I'm gone, I'm gone. You're gonna have to be extremely quick to catch me. Now it's at 2v1, 3v2, and that's what teams will risk. And what happens is we're risking, because we've got the ball, we are risking 5, 6, 7, 8 players to break down the low block. They've only got to risk 1 or 2, even 3. They can risk 3 and still outnumber us and keep everyone back and just step the line up a bit.
What did he yesterday? McAllister dropped back, didn't he?
That's why City and that's why Arsenal are better at Liverpool than keeping the ball, and they're a bit more conservative with how they do it in terms of the risky pass and stuff, because they're wary. If we lose the ball here, we are outnumbered. We might get caught on the transition, and all it takes is one player to run at the defender. It's not Virgil's never going to leave Konate, or Konate's never going to leave Virgil 1v1 if he's running at the ball. So he's going to try to get across. That's when the space starts to open up. And Bradley now's got to track space. Robbo's got to track space. That then causes a lot of problems. So I think it's with a low block, you have to overload the final third. But I think it's about how you keep it. And I don't think Liverpool have been good at it. That's why I'm an advocate to play Jones. I'm an advocate to play WIRTZ. I was an advocate to have Diaz in the team, because these are players that keep the ball. And I think the more you keep the ball, the more you have.
Do you think we should, if we're going to overload it, do you think we should try and do this type of shape if we're trying to overload these areas when we're playing against these low block teams? Because I agree with everything you just said, but we always try and overcommit. And I'm like, when you overcommit, you're right. The 11 can jump, the 10 can jump, the 7 can jump if there's a misplaced 1-2. But if we do this, and say these two are on the ball recycling it, these guys will normally drop in because they're like, if it goes wide, I need to double up. Yeah. And then also they're wary of
the pass into WIRTZ.
Yeah, they're trying to, and then Salah is in these areas, so they're like, okay, I can't really leave Salah there. And then, but when we're there, if we have this, I feel like that could nullify these guys, and then it could open up areas like this for SZOBOSZLAI in these areas. And I feel like that's what we do wrong.
Thing is, sometimes I think we do that, but the problem is there's so many times, I don't know who it was, right? But I think it was Was it Virgil or was it someone else or was it McAllister? I can't remember. I don't want to call out a player and like say, but there was a bit where I said to you in the game, punch the passing. WIRTZ showed.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we made the movement.
It was Virgil. It was Virgil when he turned
That's
out.
the problem. That's the problem. That happens. But what happens is now you need someone to punch that passing. If they're not gonna go and do that, that's like ultimately what you're saying is we're 4 against 1 there. Like literally, you're saying 4 against 1 because the 7 will drop in just behind SZOBOSZLAI. They'll mark the space, allow him to have the ball in front of you. Right now, you're saying it's 5v1. Like it doesn't make it. If a team drops in, the only way you can exploit the space is by being cute in those gaps.
Do you think also then as well, like that they tend to go this deep is because we then go, right, we're gonna just push everyone forward, and that's how. Why don't we start from deeper and build it with everyone, and then eventually transition into those areas? I feel like we straight away do it, and that's why everyone's always saying we've got this big donut in the middle. And because we go, right, you guys just go, because we know the build up, we know the pattern we're about to do. Then they just go, right, oh, we'll just drop off as well then.
Because our build up is so poor. Our passing's so poor, isn't it? Yeah, our passing's poor, and the movement of the players is it's so static.
Yeah. So
everything you described there is, I agree with you, man. But like, the reason why the turnover happens is because the man them, there's no movement, but everyone's just on flat footed in one spot.
And that's what it is, isn't it? It's like, you know, like a couple of times when you go and look at it, even if we had that donut. Yeah. If we had Thiago used to do this as well, someone that's just reversing passes and finding people's feet, we wouldn't even be talking about that. We'd be like, the analysis would be, rah, look how Liverpool create the space in the midfield and then exploit it, where the midfielders are standing around thinking, who am I marking? I've got no one to mark. And then the WIRTZ pops out of nowhere, it gets found into his feet, and then he's driving at your player. But if that pass don't come, and you show it every single time, and it doesn't come, then that's when we're looking at it and we're like, oh, you know what? This isn't great. So I think that's Liverpool's biggest problem. Like if the ball's in transition and the game's end to end, I never worry about Liverpool. Like I wouldn't worry about Liverpool because they're the best in transition, like arguably one of the best, if not the best. But it's when a team nullifies that, all right, how else are you going to break these teams down? And you know, like an Arsenal, their problem is in transition they weren't as great. So possession-wise, they were great, but when they go and play a team against transition, they'd struggle because they wouldn't be able to play on the transition because of the players they had. Now they've got Gyökeres that played like that. They've got Madueke. They've tried to add players to help them with that type of stuff. But look, let's see how Liverpool do. But look, yesterday's game was good. It was good. Like no one can. Really
and then I'll look at this one. Then well, this is how we kind of once we lost the ball, we just all dropped in. Salah, Bradley doubling up. And it just mean that Vini, every time he got the ball, he tried to go line, check back, and then he had to just go back into the middle.
Yep.
But because we just nullified the gaps, Bellingham couldn't make the runs. Tchouaméni obviously sometimes tried to get in between the lines, but then they tried to do something with Camavinga, where it was like trying to double up on this side, or maybe stretching, maybe making WIRTZ guess, making McAllister probably guess. But him and Artagula was out here trying. I don't know what they were trying to do, but it didn't work. Whatever they tried to do,
it didn't
work because we nullified those spaces that they could. And I just want us to play like this a bit more. This regiment where it was like, and I feel like if we do that against even the low block teams, just go, do you know what? We know you're going to come here and you don't want to come and play us, right? We know you want to go and play the long balls in behind. We know that's what you're trying to do. Let's drop off. You have the ball then and see what you can do. Obviously, at home is a different type of game in it because you can't.
I agree. The problem is the manager's style. He wants to dominate the ball, right? So I'm telling you, if you in a couple months' time, we'll speak about this game, and he'll be like, "I went away from my beliefs. We gave the ball away. I like to have the ball. We had 39% possession. I like to have 60." Right? So if your premise is we want to dominate the ball, that's the first principle, right, of how you want to go and play. You can't set up like that because you don't want to keep possession in your half. You want to keep it in their half. So you need to get the ball as quickly as possible to the opponent's half. So
let me ask the chat real quick, and then Sav, you can jump in as well. In terms of like chat, do you like the way we set up yesterday going forward, and that's what we should do going forward in the season, or do you prefer what we was doing before? But we have to give it time.
I can't lie, bro. Like,
yes or no, chat? Yes or no? What do you agree?
I would, because I didn't like our football before anyway. Obviously, yesterday looked better, but if I had to see that every week as well, I'm like, brother, what is this, man? But the thing with whatever, and because I'm not the gaffer with Slot, he might have to just humble himself. it was easier to do that yesterday because you've lost so many games. So it's like, if you change anything, nobody's going to begrudge you doing that. Yeah. We didn't begrudge you changing stuff before. The problem is that every time you've changed stuff, you've changed straight back. So my worry is, and it worked last season, but last season was a little bit different. In the same game, by the way, and then Man City after the same game, he went away from how he played twice, bro. And in the Man City game, he went with Jones and SZOBOSZLAI in the double 10. Didn't really use a striker. That worked again. And then after them games, he went back to his original thing. Luckily, we had the points already last season. League was pretty much already done. It was February. But yeah, he's not going to stick with it, bro. And that's the thing. It's you'd hope that he stumbled upon something and it's like, oh, you know what? I can do this and do that. But it's what Jerry said, bro. He doesn't think like that, bro. In his head, he's like, I did my master plan for today. I'm going back to what I normally do. Because in his head, the only difference is the set pieces, which I knew he was going to mention because we scored a set piece and we didn't concede one. So that's the only difference to him is the set pieces and the fact that it's what he said before. Again, the boys just need to put the ball in the back of the net because we had loads of shots. So to be fair to him, even though I don't like it, if you're thinking like that, you would think you're right because all the data says I am right, bro. Like we didn't concede from a set piece, we scored one, which is what he kept talking about Arsenal before, and then we had loads of shots. And we should have scored some of them. So in his head, it's like, that's how I want to play every week anyway. That's what you should have done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not going to go away from it, but it's the only sad thing. But I don't particularly like the way... I like the way he played yesterday because I knew what team was playing against and I want to get the victory more than anything. But if you have to do that every week, you can't play like that against like Burnley and West Ham, and that would be terrible.
Yeah, because obviously they're going to want to sit in. But what I'm trying to say, we got to figure out, because the Man City game, obviously, when we get to it, we'll speak more around it. They're gonna be a good on the ball. They're gonna do the same thing as Madrid, and we're gonna probably play in the same way, and then just keep hitting them on the counter attack. That's what I think. But when you're right, when we get to those other games, that once we come out of that international break, the games after that are winnable games. But those are the teams we have to find that right solution where we're not too deep, but also we're not trying to give up too much space for them to play the way. Like I don't want to play into their hands. Is what I'm trying to say.
Problem is that's the difference, isn't it? You either go high and go for the press, right?
Yeah.
Or you drop off into the low block. Because if you do the half thing that we've been doing,
and that's where
the teams will kill you. And
he
was worried about MBAPPE and like you would be like it's MBAPPE and Vinicius. MBAPPE's got what 18 and 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so you'd be worried about that severely, and you look at the types of goals he's scoring. But when you're looking at like, and again, this is the problem that Liverpool have. If they drop deep against a team that wants to go direct, right, you are now causing problems because what you are telling them is, that's fine. We're still going to keep man behind the ball. Right. We're going to go and just gamble a bit. The ball's going to go long into a Mateta, as an example. Flick on and then try to get a knockdown. And we're just going to go and play the percentages. We're just going to go and see how many second balls can we win in the final third to go and cause you problems. And if we come out of there with a draw, that's fine. The onus is on Liverpool to take the game to teams. We speak about, Arsenal doing that before where we talked about Arteta being defensive. This is kind of what Arsenal used to do. They would sit in, they'd be a bit deeper, they'd try and keep it, they'd keep it in. But the fans, everyone would start to, complain and say they're not playing with risk, they're not trying to win games. And ultimately, Liverpool could play like that because Real Madrid have an arrogance about them, and it's in a good way, where we think we're the best, we're going to take the game to you as well. And that's what creates a good game of football. When a team says to you, nah, like you're saying sit off and allow Burnley to have the ball, that's fine. Burnley will have the ball and the centre-back will get it. They'll move it left to right. Ekitike will try press. All they'll do, they'll just time it. The striker will move to the full-back. Bang. Ball over the ball there. And it's going to play long ball. And the long ball now is closer to the opposition, to our goal, than away from our goal. Yeah. And that's the risk you're playing with. And Liverpool aren't a team that's used to dealing with 50 long balls a game and on the edge of your box. We're used to doing that on the halfway line. It's completely different doing it in your box.
The only reason why I think he won't play is not because I think I know it all, and it's because the way we played yesterday is how he speaks about teams like he doesn't like it. Like when teams play against us like that, there's an undertone to like that's not how you play football, and he didn't like it, bro. We went long a few times, and that he's normally complaining about teams doing long balls and stuff like that, and then we done it. He's normally complaining about them sitting behind the ball, then we done it. We played like Man U did. We won all the second balls as well. We played just like Man U, and it worked.
Yeah, we won all the second balls.
So when he came out the Man U game and they asked him about it, man had some chat for Amarim and that. he was basically dissing the way he plays football. So it's like, I hear it, bro. Like, winning's the main thing, innit? Because at the end of the day, I always say this: I'm just a football fan. I'm allowed to not like the football, but I don't have a job at the club. It's your job on the line and the players, bro. So whatever you think you need to do to win the game, let me just be bored at home and complain about that. I just want you to win the game. But it's very, with Slot's been around long enough now. I've heard enough interviews and stuff. Like, yeah, his arrogance is like his philosophy, but I don't know why. I don't know what makes him think that his philosophy works, bro, because it doesn't.
I think it's because I don't think he. Well, I'm speculating, so I don't know if it's true or not. I think it's more because now he's won the league. He's going, I made tweaks last season, and the tweaks worked to help us win the league title, right? So in his head, he's like, well, if I make even more tweaks, from what I did last season, I would do that with these players and get even more out of them. But I think his problem he had was he tried to change too much too quick. And now I think, and as I said to him, it's the little things I look out for, you know. It's the times when he's making the substitutions. What type of substitutions you make?
Yeah, that's a big thing.
In the last couple of games, those are the things I've looked at and I've gone, there's a slight change in his thinking. Because before, but he did allude to it in I can't remember if it was the TNT one or there was another interview and he was like, oh yeah, obviously when we're losing games, then my substitutions would be more on the attacking it because we got to try and go and get goals. So he'll throw players on, and that's why we've seen the frantic like Frimpong on, Kaiser on, Rio. We're just throwing players on and trying to win the game. But he said, obviously, once we're winning, then he can think about it. So I don't know whether it's because where we've been losing, he's been just frantic and making these weird substitutions. Where now we're winning, he can now think about it logically and go, right, I don't think we need that yet, but I think we need this. Like yesterday, I'll go back to the Villa one. Like the right timing, 75th minute, and Jerry called it. We called it on the watch along. He's not going to wait till the 75th because it was working. So you don't need to change nothing then. You don't need to throw 2-3 play. They can sit on the bench, rest. We don't need you at the moment. But there might be a moment where someone's not doing something. You're like, all right, that's where I freshen it up. And I feel like that's where he did it in this game. You could see that Ekitika can play 90 minutes. But it's like, I don't like how they're getting a little bit more a foothold. They weren't getting a foothold, but they were connecting a bit more passes. We needed someone with a bit more fresher legs, a bit more energy to just get in amongst the defenders. So they could, and he just threw Gakpo on.
Gakpo was good when he come on as well.
And when we spoke in the preview, we said we're saying like, no, I think Gakpo will be on the bench because of this same thing, and he'll just come on up front.
He was good,
and he was really good. And then Chiesa came on with the same energy as well. So the substitutions are making sense now. So,
should have kept Robbo one though, but it don't matter now. We won, but he should have kept Robbo one.
Saving him for City, so.
Robbo's not playing against City, bro.
Yeah, it's so funny, yeah, because we're saying obviously, the substitutions are making sense, right? But you know, like if you had made the substitutions like yesterday, and you know, like, WIRTZ defensively was really good, right? But let's say he came on and Gakpo weren't as good on the day, and Nick and managed to concede. We criticize that substitution and say, why did you take WIRTZ off? And why didn't you take off Salah as an example? Because WIRTZ defensively was putting in a mad shift. So it's again, all this stuff is at fine margins.
Based on what
I think more so, and it just goes back to kind of my critique of him is, I know you can make adjustments and changing for games, right? But you haven't proven to be able to go and do that this season because for whatever reason you want to go and play a certain way, right? But you're having to play a certain way because teams are, they're playing against you differently. So we can't play the way we played against Madrid for 8% of the games because if teams are set up like that. And I think he's been saying that to his credit. He's been saying,
he's been calling it out.
We can't play like this. But my problem's been, but you've had 2 years almost with the team now. Do you know what I mean? Like, next year will be 2 years, but you used to have a season and a half. Surely you would have had, and obviously you had the issue from January. Surely you would have been able to sort that out and be able to break down teams when they're a low block. Because if we could do that, it'd cause such a problem for teams. Because it would be
so much problem.
If we sit off, they're gonna keep it for so long and pop us about, and they're gonna break us down eventually. If we go and try and press up and play high, they'll hit us in the transition. But Liverpool haven't got that. So what teams know is, you're really, really good in transition. Yeah, we're gonna sit off then. We're going to sit off. And again, our last 3 wins, all came against teams that came out against us. That came out. That wanted to play.
That was always going to be the way, isn't it?
But if what happens? And I know you think City will play. What if City do what they did against Arsenal? What if they sit in? What if they sit in and say, you know what, we're not gonna go and do that. We've got Haaland in behind.
Yeah, and it'll stay as a focal point as well. Me and you mentioned it yesterday because I said to Jerry, like,
in the box.
I said to Jerry straight away, Mbappe won't stay in the box, bro. It's just not natural for him, bro. So then it's like when they did try and play the ball over the top, it's like, bro, Kanai and Virgil were realistically, Kanai and Virgil were chilling all game, bro.
Everything was in front of them.
Everything was in front of them, and they were going to try and use the wings. And I knew this was going to happen with Vinny. Vinny. If I'm correct, Vinny hasn't played against Bradley before, innit? No, he didn't think he can take on anyone, bro. So in his head, is like, yeah, Young done. I'll just brush him up, innit? And it actually was a detriment because you know when there's a player where it's like his whole thing is I will stand you up, and now I'm going to try and take you on. That's what he done against Bradley every time. He just tried it, and it didn't work, innit? Whereas when he's playing against another team that he's used to, or when Alonso uses somebody different to him, it's not so static and repetitive, and it's almost like what you can play in what Gakpo does, where he does the same thing over and over again. Just like do something different. As soon as he played one ball in and didn't try that again, Bellingham got shot at the near post. But Bradley was so good that it worked out. That's if you're a left back or right back, that's all you want, bro. That's why Arda Güler give up at he stopped trying to run at Robbo. It didn't work.
Yeah, it could.
Robbo locked him up. It's like, yeah, bro. That was an experience Robbo you saw yesterday, bro. Like he didn't. That was just like, I come to do my job. I'm going home, bro. I'm not trying to hear all of this whatever Real Madrid business. I've been around too long, bro. You know, like that. And it worked out perfect, man. But it's one of those, isn't it? Because it's very easy to sound very pessimistic about what we just don't know. It was a really good game, bro. But the reality of the situation is we won't play teams that try and play football against us like that most of the season. So all that stuff you keep talking about, people are playing different against us. Yeah, but that's it's your job to figure it out. If you already know that, then it's worse that you're telling us after the game that's happened. Because you're basically seeing a problem, not sorting it, then complaining about it after. Do something different, switch it up, man.
And I think it's a simple fix as well. Not everyone rushing forward and just building with everyone and then going into those spaces instead of just sending them into the spaces and then we start.
He left the spare man back as well, didn't he? I kept watching that. Like I was saying in the thingy, I didn't really want the spare man to be McAllister. I'd rather it be Grav because McAllister doesn't have the legs. But we went away from that before we were dropping. Grav will drop into a free at the back. Yeah. But then the fullback then would be way up the field. This time McAllister dropped into a free and Robbo didn't gun-ho up the field. He was up there, but he wasn't way up there.
Still in the position.
Yeah. And then Bradley was on the other side. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. If we lose the ball, it's likely to be 3 against 3 at that point, bro, which you can take your chances, isn't it? And Graven Szoboszlai got back so quick. So once you play the ball to one of the wingers and they try and stand someone up, I looked up, Szoboszlai was there. He was standing there ready. Perfect, man. But everyone worked as a team, and that's the main key for us to win games, bro. Everyone has to work as a fucking team. They were compact.
Yeah, I think look,
Jay, before you go into that, we can transition into this because I want you guys to see the numbers, because I know everyone said like Sobo did a lot of running yesterday, but WIRTZ covered the most distance out of everyone on the pitch yesterday.
Yeah, easy. That
is meant, bro. But I looked at Sobo going, he was everywhere. Clearly, WIRTZ was as well, and he was everywhere himself.
Because one's lateral, and
left, he was in the middle. He had the freedom to float. He was dropping in next to the DM to get it. He was tracking man back and winning the ball.
Yeah, if one WIRTZ is a lot more lateral than Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is back to front. His is a lot of lateral movement. You do that over and over again without stopping, bro. You'll pick up more kilometers than the other guy in that. Kind of crazy that fucking Howson's on the list. How did he get on the list?
Remember, there was a lot of times he carried the ball in it. He kept trying to carry it into the half spaces and then kept losing it. But I seen this from WIRTZ yesterday, bro. 5 recoveries, 5 chances created, and 1 big chance, which is the one that Sobo missed. I know there was a few people saying that was the best game they've seen WIRTZ play, and obviously he's more built for the European style football than he is for the Premier League. The gaffer keeps saying, look, it's hard for he mentions his age quite a lot and said, look, he's adapting to the Premier League. It might take him a little while, but once he adapts, he'll be fine. But he has to play consistently, I think, as well. And the manager did say, because he's come from the Bundesliga, they're not playing 3 games a week. Well, I don't know how many games they're playing and the time frames. Don't get to watch all their games. But he was like, every couple of days we got a game. And he said, like, we had a 2-day rest period, then he had to play again. And what he doesn't want to do is overplay him at the moment while he's trying to get used to the league and then maybe causing any injuries or anything like that to him. I don't know if that's an excuse or not, but
the pressure was there and it was Real Madrid, bro. The pressure was there, bro. He had to play him.
Had
You had to play him, man. But VIRTZ has been, bro, I keep going back to this because we was arguing about this before the stream started yesterday, Dr. Blitz. Bro, VIRTZ been playing like this, man. He had more space because obviously I told you I don't like when him and McAllister play together. But because McAllister didn't get in his way and drop back a little bit, it's like, oh, he's got the space. Yeah, he had the left. He was left. He had the space. All that inverted what Kirkes and Robbo normally do weren't happening. So he had the space from that to cut in. He had the space where McAllister wasn't all up in that space. It was good for him, man. It was good. And obviously, I think we can all agree, and if you don't, I don't know what you're watching. Him and Ekitike have the link up, bro. They just have it.
I said
that thing when they've done bare 1-2s, and I'd like, Ekitike, you did the last one, you didn't need to give it him back, bro.
Should have shot.
You should have shot, bro. We're looking at a great goal there. Yeah, man.
The most combination passes was between him and Ekitike, Sav, to your point.
Bare 1-2s, bro.
Yeah, they just got it down to a T, man. But just look like, honestly, if this is the way we're gonna, when we win a game and we stumble upon something, I'm like, can we not just put it all together now? Like the win against Villa was slightly different. The win against Madrid was slightly different. The win against Frankfurt was slightly different. And it was different shapes, different. Can we not just put all of that together, like what we learned in those and how we got the best out of the players in those games, and put it all together and go, right, this is what we're gonna do going forward. I'm sure that's what they're doing. But that's my hope.
That's what they're trying. But the thing is, I don't think that they're not trying that. I think obviously Slot sometimes making changes, but I think the principle will be there, like we're gonna do this. But if a team sets up differently, they set up differently. Yeah. And ultimately that's where your either philosophy has to be so good where teams they know what you're gonna do. Like you knew against Barca they were gonna keep the ball, win it. You just knew, but you just couldn't stop it. Or you've got to go and come up with something different. Where against Frankfurt, like we went 4-4-2, and no one expected that, and VIRTZ was on the right. But look with VIRTZ, I think it was a good performance. My gripe is though, I shouldn't see him. Yeah, I mean, in this list, I shouldn't. It should be you created this amount of chances, you had this amount of touches. It shouldn't be the amount of distance you covered and the amount of tackles you put in. Like, yeah, I know that's great, and I know sometimes that needs to be done. But look at the other midfielders on that list. It's SZOBOSZLAI, it's Bellingham, it's Tchouaméni, it's DMs, it's Gravenberch. Like, why am I seeing, even Ekitike covered Autogram, which is mad, but why am I seeing our number 10 in that list though?
Yeah. I think it obviously we have to, the context is we're playing against a cold team as well. So no matter what he does, he's going to have to cover ground, because that means if he's not doing the work, these men are clearly running. So if
no, 100%.
He was playing like West Ham and he had these, I'm like, I don't necessarily need you to be doing all of this, my guy, but it was Real Madrid, bro, and to a man, they've got some cold players in their team. So you have to put your shit in.
I just personally think, and I've come to the conclusion, I think if you're a midfielder for Liverpool, even like a number 10, like I never remember seeing Coutinho cover them, even when we played the good games, being in the top. Maybe I'm wrong in it, but I never remember that stat coming out of he ran bare. But I think Liverpool currently, if you're playing in midfield, you have to be able to graft. You have to work hard. You have to. Ultimately, that's what it is. So the SZOBOSZLAI number 10 role from last season, that's what our number 10 is going to have to do. And obviously, VIRTZ is a different type of player, so it will look different. But I think you're just going to have to work. I don't think Liverpool will ever, at this moment in time, will be able to have the number 10 in the ilk of like a Cherky or
like Palmer or something.
Your stereotypical number 10 when you think
he should be Palmer. He should be able to do what Palmer does.
Palmer, he should be able to do what Palmer's doing, but I don't think he'd be able to do that. I don't.
We've grown up on, I say grown up on, but like the Klopp era, we just had the midfield that just worked in it. Like these men were just not having none of it. And
exactly.
And they had technical ability, but it was more down to, we don't need to really express that. It was more, let's just make sure we make it difficult for the team, be that workhorse in there, and then we give it to Mane, Salah, and Bobby, and let them go and express themselves. And I feel like that's the best version of Liverpool. But the only difference is now we have got technically gifted players, but we're asking them to do that work as well. But because it's embedded in our DNA, what we alluded to earlier, there's nothing we can do now. Like that, we're just that team that you work hard and then we just transition.
Liverpool's perfect solution to a 10 is a false 9.
Yeah.
That's the way you get the creativity, and then my man doesn't have to be running up and down the pitch doing it. Because Bobby had a great press on it, but his running stats weren't that because he knew his place, bro. This is like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Fan base, They might have to apologize to Klopp still, man. I remember saying this at the time when we got to SZOBOSZLAI. Like, I get that bare people don't watch Bundesliga, so they just saw free kicks from him. They were getting like, why have you got him doing the Hendo roll? Why is he running so much? And I told man, these men see something different. They're not looking at the free. They didn't sign him for free kicks, bro. Yeah. So obviously there's something else they saw. And now, 2 years later, bro, he's doing the same shit more. He runs more, bro, than he ever has. Before it's like, oh, you just got him babysitting Trent. He just does the head. That's what he does. That's what he does. It's the engine, bro. Sometimes you just have to admit that we don't, like, the scouts are there for a reason. They saw something that man them ain't just watching on highlights, innit? That's what he does, bro. Engine, 5 lungs, Dominic Toretto, bro. Winning is winning. This geezer's a G. Run him the captain armband now. Actually, if Virgil can keep it, he can keep after they dusted up Rooney yesterday still.
Yeah, I'll take man up Rooney yesterday.
Yeah, keep.
Did you see the stare he gave Rooney as well?
Now that shit was funny, bro, because me and Jerry was popping. I was like, yeah, scrap, bro. Because when he came over, bro, we were laughing from the moment the camera was following him and he put on that walk in it. Like, you know when you've heard that man's been talking shit about you. And he was like, ooh, like, yeah. Like, you know when you heard that man's been talking shit about you, but you've got a reputation based off nothing, but you're a big you in it. So everyone just thinks that you can scrap. So you're like, shit, I have to confront him, but I really don't want to. So he did the walk. Then it was the handshake and that, the look away. And then when he started to get into the flow of it, I could see him getting wound up, like jawbone was clenching and that. You get me? And it's like, yeah, you got people talking, a lot of outside noise and podcasts saying certain things. And then Rooney, I could see Rooney putting the, like, he was just laughing. And then he's like, oh yeah, what I said was blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but you know, maybe if you watch the football, then I would listen to what you gotta say. And then he was like, I just think that. And then he went, and then you talking about, I got my contract and I started. I thought that was a bit harsh, and then Rooney just creasing. Rooney just creasing, bro. Rooney's
like, bro, there's not. Do you know when if you weren't there, you could have said some extra stuff, but Rooney knows. I can't. What can I now say to him?
That was dark, Virgil. That was dark. Me and Jerry was basically saying that, like, you know, I promise everyone gets this. That is the Anthony Joshua of football, bro. Remember Anthony Joshua was being mad humble for time.
Yeah.
And then Oslaughter from where ends are like, that's not Anthony Joshua. Why are you talking like that?
Yeah.
We what did we say? He's got a few years before the British public turn and he'll snap, bruv. Next thing, he's running up into uni dorms talking about, you got a glass jaw, I'll break it. Then he's running around in the ring talking about, I don't know what's going on in Ukraine, but it's not nice. Throwing belts out the ring. I'm ready to pop off on man. Black Lives Matter with the one leather glove and the speech. That's what happens, bro. You can only do it for so. I told man, that was Celtic Virgil, love rap Virgil. That you can't do it, bro.
Yeah,
man.
But someone might
after that, he got into the change room and just like undid the hairband and like, looked at himself.
Hair out, yeah, blood.
Like, yeah, bro. Celtic.
Nah, man be like, yo, you banded up Rooney still. He's like, yeah, man, that idiot you. I know he
The thing is, listen, he's got to be, I said it to Savia, I was like, you know what, yo, he's got to be careful, because, you know, Rooney could have just had one of his lost moments and been like, well, you know, if you win multiple Premier Leagues and multiple Champions Leagues, then you can chat to me, but really you can't. So, but that's my opinion.
Yeah,
that Virgil will be in the mud. So
Rooney had to get him back, bro, because Virgil had to. The reason why Virgil's comeback was so good, yeah, because Rooney did that thing, bro, what most men don't do, where it's like Virgil basically said, "Well, Gabby Logan hotted it up. She's like, nobody want to say anything, Virgil," and then she's like, and then he basically said to Rooney, "You call me a dickhead," and Rooney said, "Yeah." We know from the ends. That's what happens. I heard you was talking shit on the podcast. Call me a dickhead. He said, yeah, I did. I'm saying it to your face, but I thought you was one. And Virgil like, oh shit, comeback time.
Virgil came back and then he done it and then he went, oh, but that's my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, like, because if Rooney had said to him, oh yeah, but you know, I'm speaking from someone that's won multiple leagues, multiple Champions Leagues, you know. Then
Virgil could say, like, bro, I've won everything you've won in your career, bro. So what?
But not multiple times.
No, but it don't matter at that point. He's like, bro, what's the difference in the feeling? Oh, you picked it up.
No, there is a difference. There's a mentality. He's won back-to-backs.
Realistically, if I just said, well, I've won everything that you've experienced.
No, but he was speaking about back-to-backs. No, but he was speaking about back-to-backs.
No matter.
The whole point.
Even I don't care.
It does. Because he's done it back-to-back. No, but he's done it.
I hear it.
The argument was, but ends. Take off your red tinted glasses, yeah?
That was the whole argument.
The argument, hold on, wait. Let me explain it. The argument was, from what I understand, Rooney was talking about Liverpool not being able to go back-to-back.
Retaining it, yeah.
And I think retaining it. And he said he thinks that, you know, the older players, because they have done it already, right? And they're at that age, he don't think they can go again, right? bear in mind that's a player that has done it and gone again. So he's speaking from what he thinks. I think Rooney was wrong, of course, because I think Virgil does care, right? But that was Rooney's thing. So if Virgil tried to say, yeah, but you don't watch our games, and if you did, and Rooney went, no, I do watch your games, and it's coming from someone that's won multiple back-to-back leagues. I know what I'm talking about. Virgil wouldn't have been able to say anything.
No, but you remember the original argument was about his leadership, though.
Yeah, but leadership. It was the leadership going into back-to-backs. That's what it was.
Back-to-back. So,
yeah.
but the original was like, yo, you said I'm not a good leader in it. That's what Virgil in his mind had. Like, yo, you don't think I can? Like, I'm not a good leader. I don't lead the team in that. Think I'm
the walk-off killed me because when Virgil walked off, he did that thing where his shoulders finally relaxed. Like
he bopped first. He done a bop. First, he done a bop.
Yeah, the bop was hilarious still. With the sliders, the mop and
with
the sliders
on that.
Yeah, my captain, man said, nah, defended the thing still. Couldn't have the man chatting shit.
Yeah, you know, my man, bruv, Walcott Ravi from EastEnders, bruv. He did I hate when man do that. You know when there's somebody and he's like, yeah, don't worry, Rooney, I got you. You know, like doing the stupid little man joke and that, bruv. He's like, don't worry, man, I don't want it to kick off. And then I'm like, dickhead, bruv, why are you standing here, bro? Why Walcott, what are you doing here, bruv?
Ravi, bruv. Ravi from
Ravi, bruv. Yeah, bruv. EastEnders and that, bruv. You know, go check on Armani and them lot, bruv. What are you talking about? Go check on Suki, blood. What are you talking about?
Now, the whole time I was watching Sturridge's face as well, yeah. He wanted to crease, blood, when man was putting...
Yeah, he wanted to crease.
He wanted to crease and he wanted to Virg, yeah, man, it's true. Like, he wanted to do that. But he's like, nah.
I always look at them panels, bro, and I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck's Ravi doing here, bro? You know, like when they put out them panels and that, and they just throw Robbie Savage in between some killers, bro. Seedorf and that. And I'm like, what are you doing? What? You know Robbie Savage is one of them dons that try claim class of 92, but none of the class of 92 like him. Yeah, like, Scholes is always calling him a prick and that. Yeah, man, move, bro. Like... no, seriously, no disrespect to Ravi and that, bro. But has anyone ever wanted to hear any insight from Walcott? Ever?
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Unless it's to do with running or sprinting. I'm not
man, run Danny Higginbottom or Rossiter and one of them, man, bro. Them knowledgeable man, bro.
No, honestly, when Robbie Savage is there, it's the equivalent of having like Neil Mellor next to them, like on this panel.
Bro, you don't have to understand. I don't like Robbie Savage personally in it because when I played for Blues, he was there, he was rude, bro. Yeah, but this geezer, bro, I heard him announce his son coming onto the pitch. In some, he's like, your son's about to come on the pitch. Can I take it away? This one's for your grandma. Blah blah. Savage. What? I said, get off, bro. Get off, bro. Get off, bro. You talking about, bro? No one cares about you anyway. Sorry.
But yeah, listen. But let's talk about Conor. Where's G?
Man? No. Start the sentence again. His name ain't that, blood. What did I tell you, bro?
Cafu. Sorry, Conor.
That's Cafu, blood.
Cafu Bradley.
You man are violating the legend, you know.
Cafu Bradley yesterday.
2002 World Cup winner, friend of Rivaldo. Yeah, I told you, blood. This is Cafu, blood. All was missing was a cry. You look a Cruyffus. I seen Bradley do a Cruyff turn to no one.
Hey, now respect my right back yesterday. The right back had a point to prove yesterday because man them kept dissing him. And he said, nah, I'm going to go out there and do my job. I'm going to go out there and do my job. And my job is to show that Vinny's a licker man. Vinny is a baby.
Picture's crazy. Have man not learned their lesson about doing these kind of pictures to Vinny, bro? This never ends well, bro. It never ends well, bro. Bro, oh my God.
G, where are you? You know what I'm going to do? You know the man them that said, yo, you still slot out because, like, after
G's there, look.
Now, where's G?
You know what? I have to rate this on it. I have to rate this, bro. Cav, bro, as soon as Bradley done the first tackle, Cav was like, where's G now? Where's G? So, you call my right back enthusiastic? Fucking hell, bro.
Respect my right back, bro. Man locked up Vinny, still waiting for Vinny to come out.
He's a great technician.
Nah, locked him up. No, locked him up and left him on the floor, blood.
You see these kind of photos, bro? This is what makes me think football's scripted, yeah. I'm a cameraman, blood. These shots just appear, bro. What?
I never remember seeing that in the game, bro. This is AI at this point. This is, the Photoshop AI where you can just go.
Where was the drone, blood? Man brought DJI on the pitch for that smart blood dickhead, bro.
Respect my right back, bro. Yeah, let me go and quickly check my right back stats for the game, bro. Because
all I know is I said it to you like yesterday, bro. Man, have to realize Bradley's CV just has Mbappe, Vini, and the Chelsea game, bro. Mbappe, Vini, and the Chelsea game. That's it. That's his whole CV, bro. Yeah, Pablo. All right, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to speak about Bradley like that. My bad. Go sit down.
But nah,
he's like, you're right, son.
See Bradley for me. You see Bradley for me, when he's basic Bradley, he's a better Bradley.
Of course.
When he starts trying to do like stop, just do what you like. Just work hard. Before you enthusiastic. Don't let your man beat you. Get that in your head. Then Slot's got to get to him before the game. Be like, don't let your man get past you, and then he does this.
Let me change it back to this picture because I need.
Ain't it funny? Man stopped inverted, and all of a sudden he looked good. Hey, what a concept, eh?
I need this to land, so I need the picture for you guys to land. 3 tackles out of 3, 1 interceptions, 2 clearances, 7 recoveries, 7 out of 11 duels, 1 out of 2 aerial, 1 foul, and he was dribbled past twice. I can't remember those 2. I think they're lying because I can't remember.
No, it was. It's when I was like,
he dribbled past him, played it to Bellingham. Bellingham had a shot in the post on it. That was the one.
Oh, there was a Vinny step over as well.
Mbappe when he twisted his whole hip. Man, twisted his whole hip.
Yeah, I remember that one still. Yeah, respect Mike. Let me see what his passing completion was because he was balling out in this game, man.
But listen, we went inverted for Trent. He doesn't play for us anymore. Just keep the right back in, innit?
Quite a quick one. Ends.
Did you see the long play? No, did you see the Rakers he was playing as well? The switchers.
What, the one that went off the pitch?
No, that was one.
To VIRTZ.
What about the rest of
it? But what I'm saying is, when you're saying ball, I want to understand, bro. I just want the chat to understand. When you're saying balling out, do you just mean he had a good game, or do you mean that?
No, he's balling out.
That Jones balling out against the other day, like Frankfurt.
Bro, there's nothing they could do yesterday, bro. No one got close to him yesterday. Who got close to him?
Jerry, this is your fault. You know that, innit? You created a monster, bro. Because I heard ends in the game, yeah. Because. And you know this. This is the funny shit I said, bro. I watched McAllister play a 5-yard pass here. And it's like, oh, that's great. That's great play right there from McAllister. Oh, in the way McAllister played that 5-yard pass. I'm like, brother. And then because Jerry said one good thing about Bellingham, what are you gonna say now, Jerry? You not see the way that
glazing.
That he twisted up Bellingham, and then me and Jerry was like, yeah, you can't just push Bellingham. You just push.
No, you remember glazing Bellingham. Oh, you know Bellingham, and he's the worst.
Me and Jerry literally went from talking about our team, and then went on to the Real Madrid players, and all Ents heard was, nah. Why is he saying that Bellingham's better than Grav? We didn't even say that. We just said. Grav pushed him on the floor. You see the way that Grav spun him out of his boot. Like what?
You know what?
If you looked at
I would accept what I did yesterday, and I said it. I can understand why now. Sometimes in the chat, people when they come in, they hear something, they go, "Nah, Bundy's lot."
Yeah, bro.
Because yesterday I blanked out. I was like, why is these man glazing Bellingham? Nah, Bun that you.
We just love our football, bro.
And before that, I was like, yeah, Gravenberg's been outstanding. Hey, look, he's intercepted, man. And I was like, oh, that's just well classy, though. And I was like, no, glazing Bellingham.
You was. I still stand by
it. It's hilarious, guys. Just go pan on the chat to just close your eyes and think about the titles of the videos 2 weeks ago, bro. Now look at the titles, bro. Liverpool fans exposed.
Here's Morgan, bro.
Fans can agree with this. Where's the it's not under pressure? Is this you don't care anymore,
he's won 2
bro?
games in a row. We can't keep that same. You can't keep that same title. There's 2. He's won 2 in a row with a clean sheet. I'd be crazy if I said that. We as I said, we have to stay on point. When he was under pressure, he was losing games like a crackhead. Now he's winning games, and now he's keeping clean sheets. So we have to be fair. Fair is fair in war, bro. Big up G, by the way, with your enthusiastic right back.
G looks. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. No, hey, pause, bro. Why you glowing like a baddie, bro? This what. The beard's all oily in there. Blood, the cortisol levels are dropped. This is what.
Puffiness has gone on.
When you take a break. Bro, he's been drinking water and not watching Liverpool. Bro, look at him. Look how happy he looks.
Bro, I've not been happy in a long time. So, yeah, I ain't watched Liverpool for about 5 weeks. So. Yeah, man.
He missed all the losses.
Yeah. Literally, I missed all the losses.
Oh,
But nah, big up to the man, man. Big up to the man.
big up, bro. Nah, yesterday, G, these man were just glazing Bellingham yesterday, bro.
No, I heard. I was listening to the.
Nah, it was mad. I couldn't believe it, bro. I was just like, nah, like what? So you didn't just watch him get spun out of his skin by WIRTZ, and then you had to take him out. So I was like, no, he won the ball clean. Nah, I knew.
Yeah, and he showed the replay.
Did McAllister get spun out then by Mbappe? Did McAllister get spun out when you have to drag him back?
No, he didn't get spun. My man was.
Enz might be the greatest gaslighter of all time because he said that to me. Then it showed the replay, and I said he clearly won the whole ball, and he just looked at it and acted like it never happened. So, it's like, what are you talking about, bro? Listen, G, as you heard, we weren't glazing anyone. I just love football, innit? Before anything, innit? So I'm picking up every man. Heard me like all game. I was like, yo, Cafu is cooking. Yeah, man. It's just. I thought Robbo and Bradley were great, bro. I thought they were really good in that game.
The thing is, I was gonna say, yeah, like listening to what you lot were saying yesterday, you was praising everyone, like everybody who you guys thought played well. I felt like you praised them accordingly, like so Gravenberch, Bradley, whoever else, kind of thing. So I didn't feel like there was any. You got to understand, bro. Like run with your team. You look at that team. That's just the team. I saw the lineup this morning. I said, bro, that's as an 11. Even if you do glaze, like that's deserved. Like that's a mad 11.
What the man them saying now though is Ibu's head still in Madrid?
Nah, Ibu was on. Hey, where's the picture?
Because that's what I was waiting for. You know, I was waiting for one mistake for man to go. Yeah, see, he doesn't want to play. I mean, Trent did try to set Salah up still, but that. Yeah, I mean, he lost his mind for a bit. He was back at the cop and said, tried to play the ball to Salah, and that was like, yo, Trent, you could, bro.
Do you know in that one moment as well? You know what? When you're looking for stuff, you can find it. In that moment, yeah, I didn't even know that WIRTZ was even there. And normally I see stuff.
Yeah.
No. That's what I'm saying. That shows, and I keep it the same. I'm not just trying to look for stuff. I'm only seeing what I see, and I call it out. But I see man grilling Salah yesterday for not passing it to WIRTZ. When I look at it, I'm like, actually, he should have passed that still, you know. But I didn't think. I just thought, yo, the chances there, whip that in the bins. But it was a great block.
The pass the gap posed one what killed me, bro. What didn't make it? My god,
that got me. Yeah.
And you know the thing was
1,000 years, bro.
Yeah, bro. And you remember there was a reverse of that in the Charity Shield against Palace where Gakpo was the one who messed it up. The same pass.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, God, man. And I had the conversation with Enz before the stream started. And actually, it was in the beginning of the stream about Liverpool's transition. And I think Jerry mentioned it earlier. And I said, at one point, we were the best in the world at that counter attack, bro. Like but now we keep messing it up. And then Enz was like, do you think we'll get it back? So I don't know, bro. Like everything's great and then we had that move. And in my head, that's a trademark. I don't know. Someone plays the ball to Salah. Salah scores, rips his top off. That's what I'm used to, Bennett.
Yeah.
Just dead. And it wasn't a hard pass to make. You could have done anything, bro.
He could have gone. He tried to play around the play, but you could have just played it on the inside. There was so much space. He could have played it on the inside and Gakpo through. You tried to play around the defender. He got intercepted. I don't get it.
And Gakpo was gone, you know, whether or not he scores, bro. But I would have loved to see Gakpo clean through there and then bury that. And then knee slide. Man.
Now Gakpo would have done the falling over thing. Like, you would have went round the keeper, but with stacking over and that, trying to sort his feet out.
Is Vinny still one of the best left wingers in the world?
Yeah.
No, not after yesterday.
No, if anything, you should.
See, this is what happened. This is not.
I'm making a point for you. You have to think of it before you say that he's not. But then Bradley played against a meaty player, then and it doesn't mean anything. So let's just keep it that. Let's just keep it that Vinny's that cold, and that means Bradley was really cold to lock him up. If you do it the other way, then Bradley played against any.
He was cold when he stepped foot on the pitch until he faced Bradley, and then he realized he wasn't him.
So
or maybe Vinny's only
Bradley the best right back in the world.
Maybe Vinny's only good in the Spanish league, bro. I don't know.
Maybe is Bradley the best right back in the world? Ends.
You know, Vinny's got 3 Champions Leagues in it.
I was just about to say, I feel like you're.
But
hold it. Let us want to hear Ends.
Yeah, but that's against Trent, innit? You got a couple of them against Trent.
Cool. Is Bradley the best right back in the world for you?
What currently?
Yeah.
He was the best yesterday. Last night, it was.
Don't say currently, bro. Don't say currently.
Last night it was the best. Last night's game, it was the best.
Okay, in last night's game, it was the best between the two teams.
Yeah.
There's only two right backs.
There's only 2 right backs. So
in the whole Champions League games last night, he was the best right back.
Okay, so yeah, in all the Champions League games.
Yeah, he was the best.
He's only going against Vinny. He's not even the best left winger. Remember?
No. After he stepped on the pitch and realized who he was facing.
But I told you, man, Bradley's all right, man. Like, you know what I mean? I rate them performances and that. I still, you know what I mean?
Hey, you man, don't get onto me if Doku comes and cooks him, you know. Don't do that.
No, bro, I told you, bro.
Nah, you know what? We need to get.
No, Doku will cook it. If he locked up Doku, bro, that's big moolah, bro. Because Doku can cook anyone, bro.
Man, what are you saying though, G? What are you saying about Bradley?
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying.
Anyways,
Oh, Liz, love Liz. Thanks. Cause I see man trying to don't try and get onto me in the chat, blood. You know, like that. Man's a man tourist. What the fuck is a tourist fan? That's every fan, isn't it? Talking about.
I don't have conversations with low IQ people, bro. It's long, bro. Don't worry about that.
We wouldn't have a football club without fans outside of Liverpool anyway. We'd be in League 2 against Forest Green and that. So keep your club if you want it.
I don't want to get cooked by Forest Green if he was down in them leagues.
Yeah, and Woking and
Callum Sanderson. I thought Callum Sanderson was getting onto you and that.
Oh no, you must be. No one, bro, none of these man can get onto me. I'll fight man still on a Misfits thing.
On a Misfits thing. But yeah, now what about the right back, G? Can you?
Why do you keep putting his picture back up, bro?
No, because man have to hold smoke, bro.
What happened in this situation, brother? Like, why is he on the floor like this?
Why do you think?
Vinny got fouled. There was a late challenge.
No, he wasn't fouled, bro.
He did get fouled.
Cleaned him up. Left him on the
I'm going to go with Savage and Jerry. I feel like they told the truth.
No. Why are you going with them and not me?
You know, you're the reason. Ends is the reason why I don't read the Bible, bro. That's why I'm not religious. Because you see how storage can just get made up, bro. This is why I don't, bro.
That is crazy.
This is the reason.
Brother in heaven and that brother JJ in heaven. Hey, yo, come on, man.
Said, oh yeah, man walked across water and that, and he was just ice, blood, with a path.
He was on the Arctic.
Moses on salt water, blood. It's he what? Moses split the sea, blood. It's like, nah, bro, it was a bridge.
Disclaimer, people.
The river was dry in that. He just walked across.
Yeah, disclaimer. The views are only of Savage and Jerry, bro.
Yeah, bro. David and Goliath, but one was 6'6" and one was 5'2", bro. Man said it was a giant. I do got the Bible, but I don't want no smoke with no Christians. You hear it?
Bro, that's a different battle. It's a different battle.
As I said, those are the views of the guys on the panel, not of the channel itself or mine. But yeah, I wanted my right back cooked yesterday, G, bro. You know, he got told he was living off by the man them on the panel. Got told he's living off of the last year.
He was. Now he's got another 12 months on his contract for it, bro.
Don't you find it quite it's poetic that if he was living off the last one, his next good performance happens to be this same game?
No, it's a contract renewal, G. It's a contract renewal yearly.
No,
for him to have look, he needed this performance. He knew.
No, reword that. No, that's not his only good performance. He's had many.
The Chelsea one as well. Chelsea.
Yeah. No. Two Madrid, one Chelsea, and then 10 minutes against.
No. Between the Real Madrid game last season, he didn't play good against Chelsea in that time between now and then.
You're right.
No, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it.
Man's working on yearly contracts and that pay as you go in that, blood.
That's you guys.
No, listen, look. If he played well yesterday, like all you can do is just big him up, man. Like he seems like
he was cool.
Who he's always up for these kind of nights. Against the top players, do you know what I mean? So he wants to prove himself. He wants to show that he can really play up against these kind of guys. And I think it's a bit like Doku, right? You see, like Doku as a winger, I know people don't like the fact that he doesn't get their assists and stuff like that, and that's what they question him about. But you guys just said it there, like Doku will cook anybody on any given day, right? I feel like Bradley, those kind of players, like certain players in just certain games, bro, they're just gonna cook. And Bradley seems to now have it.
Yeah, like Wan-Bissaka, bro.
Yes, Wan-Bissaka. He seems like he's one of them players that the bigger the game, bro, like, do you know what I mean? I'm up for it. It's obviously just consistency with him that he's lacked, obviously, since being here. But yeah, no, listen, man, if he did well yesterday, big up to him, and like helped Liverpool to win. So can't complain.
Yeah, you know these Belfast man and that, bro. Cut you off for you twice. Situation. Potato. You know them man there, blood.
Bro, you know them man
there. There, man. You know them man there, bro. you know these man, bro. These like eat bricks and Weetabix for breakfast, man. You know, do you like dogs? You know, there's them man there, bro. You know, it's not for me. It's for me, man. Them man, the Brad. I seen him because he mashed up Vinny in that and then turned to the Liverpool fan that was creasing.
Yeah, he did.
That man love chaos, bro. Just let me do my job, innit? What Robbo's been doing for years, let me just do that. I don't want to do don't let me do invert. I don't want to do any of the Cruyff turns. Just let me mash man up and leave with the ball in it and give it to SZOBOSZLAI. Let me do my job. Sometimes we don't have to complicate the left and right back thing, bro. It's not a coincidence. Every time we do this inverted bullshit, it don't work, bro. For shit. Soon as you just let man do his job, we're good to go, bro. Man like Cafu, bro. Respect it. Zanetti and that.
Nah, I don't know if you watched the game yesterday, but yeah, he was on it, bro. He was on it. He locked him up, left him on the floor, then pat him on his head as well in one of the moments. I don't know if you guys caught that when he was off the pitch. You know, when he won the throw-in. And then Vinny was on the floor crying, and then he was on his knees, pause, and he just pat him on his back of his neck.
I don't know about patting black man on the head, though, blood. What do you mean, bro? It's a microaggression to that, blood. Stop.
I'm just saying, though, yesterday, why was the Madrid players on the floor so much yesterday, though, man? Is that what they do in the Spanish league? Just bare diving?
Bro, it's just cultural.
Madrid teams always have a problem. Well, I say always, but in recent seasons, I always feel like they have a problem with like the intensity of playing against Liverpool specifically. Yeah. And to be fair, I saw against Arsenal as well last season. You had a problem with like the intensity kind of game. Like if it's just football, they'll play. But when it's like, yo, we're going to be mad intense, and then we're also going to play football on top of that, that's where I feel like they come a little bit unstuck. But yeah, listen, Madrid are Madrid. It's one of those, just a game. Move on.
You know, you see this year, obviously on the floor. Then you got this one when Artagula. I don't know why. If man just all man has to do now is draw a leash from WIRTZ's hand and then put it around his neck, and then there we go. He's walking his dog there. Why is he on his knee? Why is he on all fours there, bro? What turn did he get?
It's a screenshot, bro. He doesn't even fall to the floor. He just carries on running.
No, he falls to the floor, man. He falls to the floor. I remember it still. And then here, the glazing midfielder that he was just getting bare glazed for no reason. Just got man, look, WIRTZ just skinny, man. And then I don't know who that is. That's all I'm gonna ask. Who's that?
You telling me football's not?
Oh no, one second. Let me change the layout. Hold on, 1 second, because I need the people them to see it. Fully. Who's this, bro?
Well, it's not important, man.
Who's this? I thought Vinny was the last man to end up in a screenshot like this, bro.
These cameras are quick, boy. Jesus.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I love ends on chaos and that, bro. But I'm not trying to turn into an Arsenal fan today, bro. So because this is because this is what I'm used to Arsenal fans doing, bro. And it always ends dark. But
why is Tchouaméni what is he doing out there? Now, Jerry, you need to look, bro, because these are the man you were glazing yesterday. Why is he grabbing the ground?
Who did I glaze?
Nah, he's Bellingham, but I tried to throw someone else.
Yeah. Bellingham, the one that made Konate do that.
Hey, my goalkeeper saved it, bro. So
he saved it. That's what I'm saying. Your goalkeeper saved it.
Dead shot as well, by the way. Saved it with his feet. No, can someone explain to me why is he falling over?
Bro, he slipped over, bro.
On flat surface. All right, hear it, bro.
I swear Gerrard slipped over as well.
Oh, don't do that, Jerry. Jerry, you've gone too far now. You've gone too far. No. Jerry, I was with you, bro. You went too far then. You went too far. Don't talk about my mum, bro. That's what I felt like, bro. This is yeah. You went,
Man said, don't talk about my mum. That's hilarious.
Just think about what you just said for a minute and understand what you just said.
Yeah, that was dark, man.
Is this what it's like here when Liverpool win a game or two? Like, this is the level of confidence that you.
No, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm being made to be a villain now when I'm just like calm in it. Like, it's just no, because because all I can hear is like Arsenal fans from last season when they beat Real Madrid, and then listen, Madrid didn't win the Champions League, so it worked out in it. But in my head, I'm just like, yeah, you gotta enjoy the victory and that, but. As I said to Enzo, I just hate the fact it's in that league format where it don't mean anything. Because
Like I saw yesterday, like when I went on Twitter in the evening, and I was looking at like what people were saying. All I kept seeing was like, "We are so back, we are back," and I had to check the results quickly because I was like, "Oh, say Liverpool been on a 10-game winning run." I missed a lot of games, a lot of games, bro.
Oh yeah, what
Then
about
I realized,
we got bumped?
we got that Everton form, look, that Sunderland form, like that.
Nah, but we got
Sunderland.
bumped.
Sunderland got good form, bro. Like they've been.
Oh yeah, they lost for like 4 games.
Nah, we got bumped for a penalty yesterday as well, bro.
That was something that when I was watching the PSG game, that was something I saw bare people talking about, but I didn't see it. When I was listening to you lot's watch along, it seemed like it was just like, oh, okay, it wasn't a penalty, so I just moved on. I was like, okay, nothing to talk about, so I just left. But I don't know.
Hold on, what the fuck, bro?
Where did that even come from? That's what I would have done.
Where did you find that anyway, bro?
That's an old kit, so I know. Yeah,
Ronaldinho. That's that. Was
hold on, have I got Ronaldinho on the back? I swear, yeah. I thought so.
I can't knock it. I can't knock it. Ronaldinho is the guy, bro. He's the GOAT still.
I'm gonna show you all my Barca kits, guys.
So really, you're a Barca fan. So yeah, okay. Fair,
why was you glazing Bellingham then, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Bellingham's world class. He's the one world class midfielder.
No,
on the
he's
pitch.
not, bro. Gravenberch made him grab his ankle yesterday.
So what did he do to CONOR?
Nah, he made him grab his ankle yesterday. Bro, Bellingham can't even lace McAllister's boots right now, blood.
No, stop that. Stop that. You've gone too far now.
Is there a way to kick ends off the
stream? Yeah, somebody kick ends off his own stream. Kick yourself out, man. Kick yourself out, ends, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Kick yourself out, bro. Like that, bro.
Nah, but
the real man talk about ball.
I think first of all, love the kit, JJ. Like I like that top. But I think it's good though. Like, you know what I mean? Liverpool fans, bro, you might have been in the mud for time.
Man said you, man,
What do you mean you, man?
He doesn't.
Yeah, you man have been in the mud for time. But when we're talking about games like this, ultimately it is a big game. You're facing against Real Madrid. Like, if you win, that's still whatever's happened before, regardless, beating Real Madrid is always a good thing. So I'm kind of happy that
of course.
Some people like really, really happy, but yeah, it's one of those, innit? Like,
bro, I don't know why it
won all the games. Then
I don't know, it makes me laugh, man. You know, someone says a comment. I think they've said something, bro. Honestly said, Valverde is better than Bellingham. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, nobody cares.
Is Valverde better than?
No, but saying Valverde is better than Bellingham, that's something that loads of people think. Like he said it, like he said something. He said it like said something revolutionary, bro. Like,
in it, that's saying Salah's rubbish. I hear.
Yeah, I would say
saying like that.
You know that's like, all I'm saying is Pedro's better than Gavi. That's all I'm saying. What? Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. If it makes you feel better, bro.
One of those.
Hold on, I need to throw someone in their comment real quick. Hold on.
But yeah, man, I love it, bro. Listen, again, it's brought us back to such a shit place, bro, that you just have to enjoy the individual games in it. Like, don't even connect them to another game, bro. Just enjoy the individual game in it. But now the game's done, naturally as a fan, you start looking to the next one, and it should be interesting, bro, because Man City's in decent form. Liverpool's form table, but the way we play, whatever. So should be interesting, man. Haaland doesn't seem to get too much joy against Virgil and United, to be honest, but it's still Haaland, isn't it?
So I saw something about that. I was listening to Haaland the other day. Brother, he's only been caught offside like 18 times in like 3 years.
His timing's ridiculous, bro.
Brother, and obviously listening to what you guys said about the way that Liverpool are playing in comparison to the way that teams are obviously now setting up. So Aston Villa, for example, Real Madrid. It's going to be very interesting. I feel like this weekend is going to be proper interesting to see which way that Pep Guardiola.
The focal point makes a massive difference, bro. A team with a focal point makes, because Watkins was drifting over to the left and not doing anything, and last night there was no focal point because they kept switching over to the wings. That that last game that Man City won, and he scored that goal where like Shirky headed it through the through ball, and then he just headed it. He headed it into his own path and then carried on running. You can't stop him in them positions, bro. No, you just have to hope that the keeper saves it or he misses, bro. You can't stop him.
What about Trent getting booed? I loved it.
Yeah, I like the chaos though. It was kind of funny. Trent,
the boo was mad, like loud.
No, it was loud, bro. The way I said it is, you know how when Mateta scores, he does that boom. It sounded like that constantly. But it made me laugh because Trent, you could tell that Trent wanted to laugh, innit? It was almost one of those ones that is it going to affect him emotionally? But it's like, I kind of want to laugh, but then they're going to get onto me even more.
Yeah.
And I don't really want that flack and that, bro. But
do you know how I knew it was a bit like, yeah, he don't really care about this anymore. It's his brother. I saw a clip of his brother on stream, and someone must have commented, said, Trent should have stayed at Liverpool, and his brother was like, nah, he's good over there. It's too late. He's good over there.
It's too late.
Hey, what's his brother's stream switching? I need to tune into these.
His brother's hilarious, bro.
It's hilarious, bro.
His brother's hilarious. Man, always crashing out, bro.
Yeah, he had both of the kits on. He had Liverpool kit on, and when Trent came on, he just emerged in the Real Madrid one. He's like, here we go.
Bloody hell.
Oh, the level of pettiness and trolling. But nah, he's not our player no more, bro. He wears the whites around Madrid, bro. He gets booed.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, no one cares. That's why he's been sitting on the bench, innit? It's bench warmer now. Sit there, bro.
I like
That's
him.
mad.
I always feel like with Real Madrid
That
players,
means that our starting right back is only good enough to go into the bench, to be on the bench as one of the best clubs of the world. That's crazy. That's an indictment on our players still.
No, it's an indictment on him, bro. Thinking that he was too good for our team.
But to be fair, he can be too good for this team.
Bro. Allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally if you're too good for one team and you go to Real Madrid, you're not.
Yeah, and then because remember, Real Madrid is like a
Allow
next
it. He's
level.
sitting on the bench
so-
for a midfielder. Allow it. He's basically Bradley at this point when Slobo was playing right back.
But you said
Yeah,
Bradley's the
but that's
best in the
Liverpool,
world.
I didn't say that. That's what you said. You asked the question. I didn't answer. I said on the night.
So answer it.
What? I need
Brad-
more evidence. I need more evidence.
You have evidence from last season.
I need more evidence. I need more.
I think man, them getting on the chat, getting onto that Mario brother. He's not cringy. The camera, that influencer did that. It always pans to him in a Liverpool game, but he was doing it like 4 or 5 times in yesterday's game, and like he's not cringy for kissing the badge now because he's obviously a real Liverpool fan. But the camera keep panning to him every 2 seconds. That's annoying, bro. It's like it looks weird.
He must have a deal in it, Sav, or something. There must be a deal because every game, that's what it's like.
No, but
do you know why it's cringy though? Do you know why it's cringy? Because he's not doing it. You see, like if we were on stream or like I scored a goal and I'm doing it for the cameras, right? He's doing that for the cameras, bruv. He knows the cameras are on him.
Maybe.
You're not fit enough to wear the shirt.
We need a reaction. When
I do think it's weird, like from the club anyway, because they're the one in control of that. Like it's constant though. Like I call it out for you. It's every game, bro. It's every single game, and yesterday's game was like 4 or 5 times. If we miss a chance,
club though, Savvy, because it's not our club that controls the TV stuff. That's
Sky Sports done it.
They just know it's him.
But
He's a recognizable.
he must know because bro, every single game is covered. He gets in the shot. It must be something like
every single game.
It's the same. Basically, it's the same thing. What happened?
It's like the FIFA thing.
Yeah.
FIFA pans to the same fan every single game.
Obviously, when you go to like when you work events and stuff as a cameraman and that, like sometimes they'll give you the certain section where the most hostile fans are, where this kind of fan is. That's why in the World Cup, when you go in there, they know where the things are straight away. You think that they randomly found this thing among 60,000 fans, bro? Now they know because like Miss Croatia, she's there. We know where she is. We're gonna pan to the gal in the Netherlands kit. Look, we're gonna pan to. Hey man, listen. Maybe I should. You know what? Maybe we should stop because when it's the fire things, bro, I ain't complaining. So. You know, like that. Maybe there's some mom out there who likes little chubby Italians, blood, then I shouldn't even get onto him. Big up him still. It's me, man. Let's go. Lucky boy.
That's so stereotypical to find out that he's Greek or something. Like, that's crazy.
I don't think he's Italian, but I'm sure we'll get
there. No, he's Italian and his name's Mario, bro, for real?
Is he Italian?
You think I was being stereo? No, his name's Mario and he's Italian, bro. Because he used to do the podcast with the AGT geezer, but that's how I know.
Yeah.
Him, the AGT, Ruby, and James Redmond. They used to do that panel together. That's how I know who he is.
Bro, he's got a Scouse Italian accent.
Scouse Italian accent, bro.
I've ever heard.
Sound like Chiesa on acid, bro.
Wow.
Fucking hell, Bell'Italia. Yeah, it's mad still.
It's me, Liverpool.
Oh, bro. Allow me, guys. Allow me, bro.
But apparently he works. Apparently he works at Liverpool though. He does the because someone on Twitter tried to be like, "Here we go. Now he's gonna get the first Ryanair flight back to Milan or something."
Yeah, bro. It's a real thing, bro. Because they have it in. Yeah, man, them know like,
yeah.
and you know, in wrestling they have it. There's a geezer in wrestling called the green shirt guy, bro. He always wears like and it's every WrestleMania event you ever will see, bro. In the last 20, you'll see him, and he's at the front row in the same spot in all of them, bro. And all everyone says is how his man get. It's not the fact that you can afford the ticket. You've got the same seat without fail, bro.
Yeah,
it's in everyone.
As well, innit? In different venues.
I'm talking about
same. Yeah.
Undertaker 15 years ago till now. You'll still see him every event. So they do have them kind of people, man. But yeah, mad.
Oh, you got the plant.
AGT said he works for the club. He does the tours, the stadium tours.
Oh, he does the tours now.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I ain't do one of them.
Apparently, 4 minutes away. Apparently, lives 4 minutes away from the cop.
Okay, fair enough. Now, can someone tell me who's upside down in this picture? Because I'm still no one's answered.
It's Shumani, isn't it? It's Shumani or Vinny, one of them two.
Yeah. Who's got the yellow boots, bro? All right, I think that's it, lads. I don't have anything else to speak about unless you guys have something else to say. But the Reds march on, another win.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, man.
I like how you guys went so silent there.
No, I'm happy that we've won again, bro. But you're not gonna gas me with 2 little wins, bro. Not a chance, bro.
All right.
Well, okay, before you guys go, then, in the last, what was the game before Aston Villa?
Man United.
Manu.
Is it Manu?
Oh, was it Manchester?
Yeah, we lost.
Palace in the cup.
Palace in the cup. We lost. Manu, we lost as well.
And then Manu. Okay, so I haven't watched since the Manu game. Since then, the football, how has it been for you? Like out of 10, genuine, like all jokes aside, how has it been for you?
4.
Right.
Since them games, yesterday was the best game.
Yeah.
So overall, just how you've seen it.
Overall, how many games is that? 3 games.
Yeah. To be fair, the kids played against Palace. Brentford. Oh, is it Brentford as well? Okay,
Brentford as well. So it's 4 games.
So yeah,
Palace, Brentford, United, Villa, Real Madrid. No, that's fucking 5 games.
I think in our last 5 though, we've won 3.
2.
Yeah, 2.
No,
3. Just Villa, Real Madrid. We ain't won before that.
Bro, we didn't win before that.
Why are you trying to add on wins, bro?
No, in the last 5, bro. Go and check it. We won 3 out of the last 5.
Was that Galatasaray?
No, Frankfurt.
Or Frankfurt?
Bro, I think we lose to Galatasaray.
You know when a man start changing. You see when man start changing the form table, because you know he's gonna tell man tomorrow. He's gonna like, no, we're on form. We're 2 and 3. I'm just gonna ignore the other games, bro.
It'll be 2 and 2 soon. Like, don't worry. Like,
hey, wait, let me go and check. Hold on. I'm sure I can check. The form. We're in good form now, man.
Oh, Lula saying Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So since Frankfurt, when is that game? I can't remember.
That was a midweek.
Anyway, I just want to know, like, how have you guys like enjoy? Obviously, I've listened to the figures. Like on the weekends, I always listen to Sav's watch along when I'm chilling or if I'm out and about. And I swear to God, I always bust up because I don't really care about the result. Like, I'm not really here for all of that. But I just wanted to know how everyone was feeling about the way the football is being played. Like, that's how I kind of.
I think it's been average.
Okay, so yeah, so sorry, no,
Man U, Frankfurt, Brentford, Palace, Villa.
That was it.
Yeah, so we've had Man United, Frankfurt, Brentford, Villa, and Real Madrid. So yeah, in our last 5, we won 3. So since after the international break, we won 3 out of 5 games.
Okay, so you lost 2, you won 3. So yeah, what about the football like for you? Like, that's what I mean. Yeah,
we're in form at the moment.
I don't even care if you're on form. I'm just trying to figure out like how the football is.
Nah, the football's meaty, bro. But like we've done nothing special, bro. So it's just like formality kind of thing. The Villa, like I'm telling you, bro, the Villa games gassed man up so much because we've been so poor. But on a regular season, that Villa game should be a formality. I think we've been like 5.5, 6 out of 10 max.
Yeah, I'd say 6, just over the last couple of games.
Oh, if yesterday's game never happened, it wouldn't be 6, but they were good yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay,
and it's a good team.
I mean, listen, look, that's all man can. And the reason why I asked that was just more. You can't realize before it was at 1. You get was 0 for some people. So do you get what I'm saying? Like, if there is that level of improvement where you guys feel that, right, okay, well, man's at 6 now in comparison to what you were, say, 10 games ago, for example, then yeah, like you'd have to say that there has been a level of improvement, do you know what I mean, within the team. So the team would deserve credit Slot would have to deserve credit
No,
for that.
no.
Savage, I know. No.
It's a level of improvement if you're Wolves, bruv.
Yeah, but this is why I talk to you guys, right? And this is why I don't really listen to, like, I don't watch no one's streams apart from Enz's and yours at the watch along. So I'm not really into what everyone else is saying. But when I'm thinking about it, and I'm seeing the messages that people put. Dean, I need to get on to Dean the next time I jump back on stream. I saw his stream name this morning. I said, no, Dean, there can't have been a switch. Dean, wherever you're at, there can't have been that big of a switch.
After the first win, G, he said, my gaffer, bro. He texted me.
No, I heard. I remember I sat down and I was like, well, I'll be, because that is crazy.
He said, my gaffer. After that Villa win, I said, hold on a minute. What do you mean, your gaffer? But no, G, like, would we not, guys, say, we'll leave it there. Would you not say we're in form now? 3 out of 5.
No, that's not
3
form.
out of 5 in our last 5.
That's not form.
That is, to be fair, that is
the reason why you're saying 3 out of 5 because it's not like
Because realistically, we had enough chances against Man United to win that. We had chances to beat Man United. We didn't. Frankfurt, we smoked. And then
you're acting like the Frankfurt game was like it was all in a row. Like Villa, Frankfurt, and Real Madrid was all in a row, but it wasn't, bro.
No,
we lost to Man U, then we beat Frankfurt, then we lost to Brentford, then we lost to Palace, then we beat Villa, then we beat Real Madrid. But the way you're saying it, it's like we lost the game and then we won 3 in a row.
The kids lost to Palace, not the.
No, you can't do that. It's Liverpool.
No, it's the kids. The kids lost. I'm talking about when the senior players are on the pitch.
So Robbo's not senior player.
The kids lost to Palace.
Okay, I mean a lot of the senior players on the pitch.
Yeah, your guy McAllister played in that senior game.
What do you mean, my guy? Our guy.
He ain't my guy.
See, you guys laugh at me when I say look, Savage just said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, they're not. Well, listen, we're on form. We're 3 out of 5. Long may that continue. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
What going to achieve this season ends based on what you're seeing. Yeah, your team.
I need more information. I need more data to come up with where I think what we'll win and where we'll finish.
That's fair.
After the Man City, like, to be fair, the Man City game, as I said, I think we'll win that anyway. But it's the games after that I'm looking forward to, because that's when I know we have to find a solution. Because as we just spoke about and we broke it down, they're not going to play the way that Frankfurt played, City play. City's going to play, in my opinion, and also Real Madrid. And Villa to an extent, because Villa decided they wanted to come out and play football as well. I think those other teams are more the teams that's going to be like, let's sit in, counter-attack, and what will be our solution in those.
Yeah, we got thinking in our Champions League, and we got gaps between the Champions League games because we got PSV, Inter, and then Marseille. But that's from like the 25th of November all the way to like I can't wait for the Marseille game.
That Marseille game is gonna.
I can't wait, bro.
Yeah, that's PSV.
That's gonna be interesting because they can't not play football. That's all they know how to do is play ball. So you know
we're gonna
and then Inter. Yeah, the aging legs and that, but they've got the best defense. Apart from Arsenal, they've got the best defense in Europe, I think.
Yeah, no, defensively, that's a team that you don't really break down.
Yeah, well, if you put 6 at the back, then can just keep the ball out in it, I guess.
That's a bit harsh. They don't play 6 at the back, but it's fine. But yeah, it's interesting, bro. Because obviously their problem's always going to be when it gets to knockout stages and it's a one-off, bro. But when it's these, they just lock up, man. But yeah, man, we got some interesting games coming up, man. I don't know, blood. We've got Man City, Nottingham, and then PSV, and then West Ham. So Nottingham is already, Slot hates Nottingham, bro. So
big up to Taylor in the building. He says, you think WIRTZ was left wing or 10 in the system? Robbo was out wide too, though. I think he just had the free role. He was a left wing. He just had the free role. Just roam wherever he wanted to go. But when it came to the defensive structure, he was back on the left-hand side, him and Robbo. So
both times Slot started WIRTZ on the left. He's just been able to go where he wants. Both times. Because remember we had that game when everyone was complaining saying there was no left side at all. But that was when he played. But obviously Robbo, he done well in that game. So yeah, man. Something to be happy about with the victories, man. So hopefully it continues, isn't it?
And then big up to God as well. Says the best 3 players: Bradley, Sobo, and Courtois.
Yeah. Probably right.
I would add McAllister in there as well. I would add Robbo in there.
A basic McAllister performance.
I would have added WIRTZ in there as well.
He's a basic bitch, McAllister, bro.
I would have added Gravenberch in there. I would have added Ekitike in there. I would have added Virgil in there.
Oh, fuck's sake. Just add the whole team and fucking hell.
And my goalkeeper had nothing to do.
So basically, you just named the whole team, but not Salah. That's
and
harsh, bro.
Salah as well. And Salah.
No, that's a harsh, bro. I see what you did there, bro.
You
purposely named all the players and left Salah out, bro. That's
I
dark.
did. I don't know why you brought.
Nah, bro. Imhotep was back defending still. I mean, didn't do much, but he was back. He was back there.
Big up to Salah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
What,
they had
returning the
to.
mummy and that. Is that
Yeah,
what
come
you're
on, bro. Imhotep.
Oh man, but listen, big up to everyone locked in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you're watching it on the replay, leave your comments, but keep it respectful, man. There's some strange comments in the last 2 ones I've received, which is mad.
Any good ones or any rude ones, bro?
No, there was none. It was like one said, "Oh, you slot out now. You want to change your mind?" And I was like, "Well, no, not going to. Still got to keep working. Let's see what happens." I think it's just childish, innit? But whatever. But everything else has just been, people just sharing their own opinions, which I appreciate.
I respect it. I respect it.
Nothing crazy.
Jerry's on the stairs and that, bro.
In the Barcelona top.
Yeah, God forbid, bro. God forbid, you know.
That's calm. You could put this on a t-shirt.
That's wild. That's wild.
Very.
Pick this up, put it on a t-shirt.
G, I don't know when you're back streaming. I know you said in your community tab that you're not back. Maybe this week, or is it next week? You're probably going to drop some videos or something.
Probably not.
Yeah, no. When's the international break?
After Man City.
That's when I'll be.
Gee, what you been doing, man? You got OnlyFans and that, bro. Where you been?
I'll tell you guys when we come off stream.
Oh, he's definitely OnlyFans. And I hear it still.
If I had OnlyFans, I would actually tell you
That's why
because
it's
the more
flowing,
people
bro.
that more people that
Hey, you won't be telling them on my platform. You know?
Yeah,
Savage can do it. I don't understand why I can't.
No,
Man said QR code and that, bro.
Yeah, you gotta tell them on your platform. You can go and do that, bro. But Sam, what about you, bro? Any streams today, tomorrow?
Nah, not today. No streams, blood.
It's a chilled one. It's a chilled one, man.
Yeah, I'll throw some
Yeah.
pre-records up at some point, but no streams. Well, you need to do that podcast video though, whatever that one you was talking about.
I know, bro. I'll get it done. Well,
You've been saying that for 6 weeks, bro.
No, it's not been 6. It's actually
It's 6 weeks. You like slot with the philosophy and that, bro. Don't want to change and that. You said 6 weeks ago.
At least Slot is changing, bro. He's changed twice.
Crazy.
Mad. But yeah, you guys can join tomorrow. Members only chat tomorrow. I think it's at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. One of the 2 times. I can't remember. It's already scheduled. And then the rest of the video is already scheduled as well. Preview, match day, watch along, and call in for Manchester City.
Yeah, subscribe to me so I get my endorphins up and then get super chats.
I have tagged Savage's channel and
Yeah, come on.
G's in the title. So you guys can, and it's easy. Just click it, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Because the watch alongs are vibes. I ain't going to lie. It's been,
Yeah. I want to start doing topless members videos for the girl them. So tell your aunties and that. Tell your aunties and grandmas and that. Blood. You get me?
Big up to everyone inside.
Knock her out of boots too, blood.
Big up
Granny
to everyone
Spaghetti.
inside, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. We
We got the vintage and on and that. Yeah.
All right. Peace out, people.